Aymeric, who, uh, by Zwabu's account, is a bit trigger happy. Given that he hasn't shot Scotty yet, I'm gonna err on the side of caution. Well, to what do we owe the pleasure?
Oh wait. Damn it! Fuck! He's one off. He's one off, bro. No, I'm getting. No. What if it's like? All right, that's control. He lowers his rifle.
Why, I was simply wondering who I will be crushing soon. Or perhaps we might have a chance at diplomacy. If you're open to it.
I'm always open to diplomacy.
Very good.
Shall hear your terms of surrender.
Oh, you think yourself clever. I've encountered clever. Leave now, or I will crush you. Starting with the half that you sent out.
Halfling?
The half that you sent out.
The NPCs.
The other group.
Yeah. If you do not, you will be putting their lives in grave danger. Sudden death, one might say.
Insight check.
Roll inside.
I realized I was muted. It seems kind of suspicious to me as well. May I also join in the roll?
Sure, yeah, sure.
Can I also? My fucking
Can-
break
Yeah,
headset,
sure.
I hit the
I've already rolled his DC. So. Right, well, you're definitely
That ain't gonna
not.
work.
You're not succeeding.
Can I try?
I'll
They are in mortal peril.
I'm gonna just try. Oh, so
Two
cool.
11s.
Oh, there you go.
Got a fucking 2. This main character energy.
Hmm. Which I can't take the 20 though.
How great can he be? He's not even here actually right now. That's his illusion. A hologram, a projection. How great can he be?
So.
Manon at 22,
Mm-hmm.
he is one teleport away from going and wiping your crew. That teleportation goes both ways, and he doesn't have to deal with an army in his way.
I feel like she pales slightly and kind of takes a step back. Or rather, a step towards Alessander. Kind of glances at him like. She doesn't say anything, but it's kind of like a, what are we gonna do?
Well, he doesn't know that he can just fucking wipe them now.
This is true. Very true.
I know, I was trying to convey via her body language that she.
Yeah, you could, Alexander, roll another insight on the wordless Manon.
Oh my god.
Nope.
Well, fuck. Do what you do then.
What was the last thing you said? Basically, like, leave or I'll fucking kill all your buddies.
Well, you too,
Oh,
but
shit.
we'll start with
Oh,
Liam.
yeah.
Do not worry, I'm not so cruel. I imagine you're here for a reason. Treasure is what you're after, and I believe you have already helped yourself to some of mine. I am a generous god. You may keep it.
At the god comment, Amber just raises his rifle at him again.
It's always so sensitive, Emmerich. You are not the one to talk. You helped with this as well. I've come to make my recompense. Of your own accord, for that of your gods. That remains to be seen. Very well.
He looks to you, Alexander.
Be wary of this one. He might seem righteous and noble, But I don't know if you have noticed. He does seem rather spry for someone that has been here for centuries. You wonder why? Amarek, we're two sides of the same coin. I'm just the one getting the better deal. If I weren't gonna respect the guest in this hold, I'd blast you 7 times by now.
He's right.
There it is again,
You're a
your
guest here.
weakness.
I care not what or who Amarek is. I care only about his intentions. And the gods have seen fit to put he and I on the same side of things. All of us on the same side. The gods protect.
Were they? So I take it
Smite
back.
as well.
Nah. I'll definitely take that as confirmation. You will not take my generous offer. Very well. Then I will be seeing all of you very soon. I hope your final words to your friends were endearing. They will be your last words to them after all. And he begins to fade away, disintegrating into shards of purple light.
What he does he bear any resemblance to the wizard that Anushka saw? Like, in her
I was wondering if you were
thing?
gonna ask about that.
Yeah.
Roll me with perception.
I didn't want to like interrupt with the dialogue and stuff. Perception, yeah.
Please don't be
Yes.
afraid to interrupt.
Please be good.
What's he
Please, I
doing during
beg
that
of you.
30 seconds that there was a light earlier.
Why are you not sending? There we go.
Oh my god!
Oh!
Why?
Anyway, you have no fucking clue, apparently.
Another nat one! You have a
Damn.
concise reroll.
I hate
Can't
life.
get any worse than that.
I hate life.
This is true.
Oh, no, I don't want to use it for that. Oh no, I mean,
Call it in if you need it. That's what it's for.
fine.
God.
Okay, if you guys were right with that. I need the feckin' win.
If you get another one, I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna go. Ah.
Yeah, I know you will. I'll cry. And...
No naysayers on her using Kasai's reroll.
No.
Go for it.
There's
Nice.
not much
Oh.
else that would be better.
Well, it's a 20.
The wizard you saw in your vision was not like this.
Yeah.
He was a figure of flesh and blood. He was old and withered and ancient. Whoever is standing in front of you is either some hopped up form of him, some false phantasm, a mesmerist image of him, or it's not him at all. So it's either he went Super Saiyan, either this is fake, or this isn't him. It's one of those three.
If I remember rightly, the wizard had the book that was after on his hip, right? Is that book there in the illusion?
It is there.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So it may.
Okay.
Okay. It could be
Sounds
soup
like
top
he's
then.
gotta die.
It does sound like he's got to die. Yeah.
So, what do you do?
Well, it's an illusion, isn't it?
Correct.
Yeah, it's not a ton you can't do there.
Yeah, exactly. So I think she's just gonna let it fade. But I mean, she'd be a glaring at that book.
Oh, you would you?
Oh God.
Yeah, just give away what you're after.
Well, subtly glares. Just subtly, just you know, considers where its positioning is, and then looks at his very enchanting eyes,
Just
if he
look
has any.
at the room.
He doesn't exactly have eyes in this form.
Yeah. Okay. Well, where eyes
I
maybe?
tried to-
It's such a pretty purple light he has. I wonder
Let's
what
try to
moisturizer
touch
he
it up.
uses
Oh, there
for
it
it. You know.
Hey, you want to roll me? Hey, bud. You want to roll
No.
me deception?
Oh
Or performance.
shit!
Actually,
Oh,
no, it's definitely deception. You even beat that actually? What's your deception one?
it's like 1.
Oh, so you can't beat it then. Okay. good
No,
to know.
I literally can't beat that. No.
Oh, okay, good to know. Good to know.
Oh fuck.
Go roll it. Maybe you'll get a nat 20. It won't succeed, but at least you can count it as a.
Yeah, you're getting that 20 plus
You
max
get the
guidance, and then you'll be
points.
1 off.
See. No, never mind.
It just looks you dead in the eyes like I know.
Oh my god.
Nishka just goes, oh fuck.
As he's like disintegrating into smaller purple light
Yeah.
fractured pieces, he sees you staring at him at the book, and then he takes his like semi-disembodied arm and takes the book and holds it up and stares at you for an uncomfortably long amount of time. Hamrick does not lower his rifle. It is charged. It is ready to blast right now, but he doesn't pull the trigger. But he does for a moment look over out of the corner of his eye at you over his shoulder, and then back to Takani. Hard to say, by the way, given that you're all the way over there. But the rest of you nearby can see it.
It's fucking taunting me, guys. He's taunting me.
That's why you're here. A child of the Tsarina. Interesting. Interesting. You there, girl. If you would like, you and I can talk later.
And then he finally finishes and completes his disintegrating. Meet up.
As soon as he's gone, Alexander will speak into his corsage, which is what on it goes directly to Celine, right? And also the other
Correct.
corsages, or just the Celine?
Just a Celine, but she could just like relay it anyways. So it's like she's like the server.
So he will say, "Where are you right now?"
So obviously Delvin has one, you have one, Kasai has one, Keenan has one. Yep. Who's the last one?
We have most of them here.
Who's the last one? There's 5.
I've got a feeling it's
Anushka?
Anushka, I think.
Okay. So Celine as the server hears it, and then Kasai as the person in the other group hears it. Let's see. You guys are sending them first to the repository, correct?
Yes.
You hear Kasai's voice perch through, chirp through, flower through. I don't fucking know what the biotechnological term is. You hear Kasai's voice.
We are currently in a great library. Massive. Many books. There are many of those guardians. But us with the Blackwater Runners are getting to the deeper levels of it. What is happening?
We wouldn't say claim to be Tsakani. An illusion of Tsakani paid us a visit. He said he was going to kill us all if we didn't vamoose out of here, starting with you guys. So be on your guard. Aboard if you need to. If practical.
We're gonna even extract 2. Let's take a look ourselves.
Is the ship still there for them? The one that dropped them off?
It
For
is.
now?
But the thing is, like, they'd have to
Went
ascend
there?
up this to get out.
Yeah.
Jump out the window.
Yeah.
Fucking, because I might have Featherfall, maybe, possibly, I don't know.
No, I don't think Druids get Featherfall.
Which is so weird. I
sorcerers
feel like they
do.
would, you know?
Well, it's because as a druid, you can just turn to something that flies, so.
Oh, that's a good point.
Yeah,
Only after a certain
look at what they need to do for a fraction of our power.
I can do that as a bonus action, motherfucker.
Idiot! I can fly up too! Anyways, Yeah, Ooh. Ooh! They're like the biggest monsters of all the apps, huh?
Oh no.
That's crazy.
Are you fucking for real? Fucking Discord, god damn it. Oh my god.
There he goes.
Okay, there it is. Fucking
Go with us?
shit. Yes.
Don't worry, you didn't miss anything. It was just Kasai telling Alexander that we will keep pressing forward, but I will keep an eye out for paths back, escapes, exits.
Please stay safe. Mission is secondary. Your lives are primary concern.
You hear Will, and then he gets cut off. Like the equivalencies of static. That's not to say like a hard cut. Like Will stops, like instant stop, but more like it just gets garbled to the point you can't even understand.
I mean, interposition by him with magic, or Selena's dead.
Alessandra will look out whatever window faces the repository, so whichever one faces south, and try to see if he can see the light over the repository. Like,
it's gonna be hard. That's long. Actually, how many feet is that?
it's a long distance, but I don't have to worry about obscurement.
It's about 1,360 feet. Roll me your perception. Advantage, disadvantage, cancel out.
Okay,
What do your human eyes see?
16.
What do your human eyes see? What do your normal eyes see, my normal
Eagle
person?
eyes.
My fellow
What do you
normal
see in
person.
that fancy loop of yours?
16. You see a similar, that sort of purpley swirl, that sort of vultured around the church, begin flying and vulturing over the repository's, quote-unquote, top. Again, the tower that comes out of the ground, the only part of it that's above ground. It does take a little bit to get there. It's not like it happens like instantaneously. It sort of flies like a piece of paper. It flies from the top of the mage's tower to across all the water and the terrain, and then over to where the repository is. Over the course of like a couple minutes.
Fuck. Alright. Well, seeing that, I think Alessandra will probably whip around and say, "Alright, change your plans. We aren't heading to the place of power. We're heading directly to the repository. Is everyone ready to go?"
On the double.
Yes.
I'd argue, Alexander, that the place of power is just as fast, if not faster.
Yeah, because it teleports there.
It does.
We
You'd
don't
have to
exactly have
defeat
time
it.
to explore it.
You'd have to go past its groundskeeper and reactivate it. If that's something you're interested in.
It's something I'm very interested in. Is it something that you're interested in helping us with?
He scans across all of you. Only if you're faithful.
Always.
It ain't a question of yours.
He will throw his hands up, probably close the distance with Aymeric. You know, not putting hands on him or anything. But he will say, "We don't have time for this. Look, I'm putting my faith in you and the gods. Either you will help us or you will not. I will not spend another second wasting my time trying to convince you. Not while our friends are possibly going to die because of my mistake. Now, everyone on the ship, on the double, let's go. He stays here." Pointing at Frisk.
Frisk.
I was about to say,
Frisk mutters from his semi-conscious thing.
Get
Ah,
out.
man.
I was like,
Not bench.
what about
Frisk.
Frisk? And then
I
you're
got
like,
put on the bench again. Let me
You
in.
never
Coach.
left the bench.
bye,
Probably
Frisk.
up in a chair out a window. I could get him.
We are coming
This shotgun
for you
shoots
after.
slugs, sir. I can get him. I can get him.
Like, I'm just gonna quickly grab like Delvet's arm and just like gently, just kind of, come on, let's go.
Don't be gentle.
If
We
he's
gotta
so-
go.
Well, you
So
know.
you guys
probably,
rushing out? This last
I
call
was
for
gonna
hang out here.
I was gonna say before we rush out, as Alessander says, Frisk stays here, and I was like, we are coming back for him before we leave.
That is our plan, right?
All
When
of
we
us.
have a moment, a window of opportunity, which ain't now.
Frisk, can you keep up?
He's unconscious still, so
Even awake?
no one.
Nope.
No
Well,
healing
that
has
answers that one.
no healing has been no advanced amounts of recovery have been rendered upon him, so therefore no, he's not awake. I will say to Manal and Alora, as you guys are like saying this out, to like Alexander, like we're coming back for him. You guys can see Amber just sort of glacially take his eyes from you, Manon, to Alora, and back to you, Manon. You already know what he's thinking. You already know his thoughts.
Minal ignores him and instead examines Alexander's face for a minute and decides, fine, we don't have time for this. And then says to trust that we will come back and get on the boat then, I guess.
To escape to my account now.
So you guys getting on the boat?
I'm debating an idea.
Alright, go ahead. What is it?
We're not moving yet. I'm just showing the route for you.
Okay.
But
I don't know how this would work
that's
exactly.
like
It feels more like a bet.
wrap.
Yeah, yeah.
Ouch.
We're just leaving this to chance if we get back to him. Like, what if he has like valuable information that
Who Frisk?
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, living in here means there's a chance that he stays here permanently.
Yeah.
I
Whatever
mean,
goes
if you guys
going-
can carry him, go for it.
Or
or
Alessandra was
Kill him.
going to instruct Anushka to instruct Captain Oswin to circle back after we hit the place of power to pick him up and keep him somewhere safe.
ooh.
Eh?
Chain of command.
I like that.
Yeah.
Because they own these docks up here. They're ready to sail at a moment's notice, I assume.
If anything, could Oswayne command like another one of the boats to make its way down here, pick him up, and meet us at the repository or something like that?
Maybe, but
I wouldn't.
it doesn't sound terribly safe for Frisk.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd rather have him somewhere safe.
Yeah. Especially
Well,
at
wherever
time.
the specific destination, could we like not have
Yeah.
him need to loop back around and just have a different boat come and get him? So we start going that way, a boat comes down and gets him, and then go somewhere.
You could do that if that's what you guys want.
Sure.
Okay. Very well.
So I was debating
Mhm.
maybe a test of faith. It feels more like a bet in my head, but maybe a test of faith of just like leave the Martyrs link with fuck is his name?
Amaric.
Amber.
Leave it with him or Frisk. Maybe Frisk could. Oh wait, no. You have to like have attunement unless you're like the River Company, I believe it is.
Mhm.
Oh, regardless. Just,
I mean,
like,
at least
leave-
then you know that it's gonna get out of here if you give it with Frisk.
She might get sucked into the void.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
Okay. Maybe that then. Because it can give you like your health bar back effectively, like in an instant, you know. So if he has like the capability to attune to it, he could attune to it and then see the thing. Unless I'm misremembering Martyrs Link.
Does Oriana say that out loud?
Where is she? Can only be used by the River Company, so he literally could not use it. It's something Garth is debating internally.
well, does okay? I was gonna say, does Oriana mention this at all? Like that there's that's what the links do at all? Because we as
That
stalkers don't know what they even do.
Well, it's relevant of if it can only heal someone of the River Company, so it can't help Frisk. So she'll probably be holding the thing, looking at it, debating it, and thinking about it. Trying to
Doesn't
think of different
connect
steps.
all of that.
Okay, fine. She'll just say like, "This can heal us." Well, us. Gestures at the different River Company. I don't know if it could
But
apply
it
to
can
this.
heal.
Us. Gestures at the River Company.
Have you tried this on anyone else?
We
Listen,
could
it's not like we
try.
have a lot of options, and we don't have a lot of time, or your friends are
Uh,
going to die.
Oh, for heaven's sake! Alexander will
He's
storm
dire
over
need
here.
of our help.
Sorry, what's that, Laura?
He is in dire need of our help, and in every moment we waste is more closer to his demise.
Yes, we know that. I'm just trying to figure it out.
Alexander will take out Imperial and shoot him in the head, put him down like a dog. No,
Oh my god!
no.
Oh my god!
-1 success.
Holy shit, dude.
1+1 for Golshak. Actually, no, Golshak Krognik. That's the dishonorable kill. Minus 1.
My fucking
Minus
god.
2 now.
Anyway, what do you do?
He takes a knee beside this first character, pulls out his martyr link, and will kind of like force it into his hand and curl his fingers around it. And he says, "Really, this whole domain is Baron Burns, and this fella's got a whole slew of them." He kind of looks up at the heavens, even though they aren't here, and he says, "Just don't return this to me until he's done with it."
You put it into first hand, and that weight gets heavier, but nothing happens. America leans down over you.
Can I see that? I went through it this time. Promise.
Try to divide it.
Well, it's his now. Take it from him.
So, like, yeah. So,
That's so.
He takes it. He holds it up in a manner very similar to back in the clock tower.
Did you know that when the Divine give these sorts of powerful artifacts, they do it with a certain intention in mind? Usually meant for one such or another.
Well, that's their prerogative. He needs will not do right now. And our friends need us. So, could you hurry this along?
Have faith, Alessander.
I have faith. I have a whole slew of fear to equal it out.
Some patience then.
One cannot let their fear rule their faith. Standard. These are given to all of you by Burn Bear Aurelius, I can tell. But it is the tenets of Aurelius himself to suffer a burden in your stead, not for you to take it upon yourself. That would be a tragedy in his eyes. But to share the burden is something that can be allowed, if one is willing. Just as you're willing to give it to him. But he's not so willing to accept it, not in his current state. But
He begins walking up the steps. But
Walks all the way to the clock tower where he throws into the water.
he does walk all the way up to the clock tower, actually.
Follow him every step of the way.
Anyone else want to go?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
I'll stay with Frisk just in case.
Alright, I'm just gonna move you guys in a little cluster here so I can move you all at once.
No. Oh, sorry.
No, get your ass back there! Get your ass back there!
Get in the huddle!
I was in the middle of moving and talking when you moved it.
Do the clock tower huddle.
He goes into this globe, this astroglobe. Particularly the point at the top, which you see now can actually hold artifacts. Well, not this artifact in specific items.
let's see if we can divine the divine once more.
He puts it in there and begins spinning it. And as this gyroscope begins spinning faster, which he's constantly grabbing and spinning it, he takes aim with his rifle and shoots at a very thin gap of accessibility through all of them opening at the same time just by moving. And the globe begins glowing. You can see that piece at the top that's holding the link begins glowing as well. He looks to you, Alessander, and past you to Anushka.
Can we go see Wicked together?
Allow me to ask you once more if I try to confirm this. Keyword try. Are you ready to suffer for your faith? Are you ready to live for it?
Who's he asking?
Both of you.
we ready to suffer or live for it?
Which one do you pick? To Alessander, suffer on behalf of your friends and allies, or live for their memory. To Anushka, are you willing to condemn yourself for vengeance, or are you willing to live beyond your origins and become something more? What do you guys pick? Look
Is
in
it
your
just them
character's
that
heart of
can?
hearts. They're the ones that had the trial of faith earlier. But if anyone else wants to chip in, you're free to.
Anushka's
As of
just
right
like-
now, there's only one Martyr link up in there.
Anushka, just swear yourself to Mad Stalker Sylvia. She's also a goddess of vengeance.
Good
You can have your
idea. Good
cake
idea.
and eat it too.
Yeah, or Oriana would offer her link. Because
What do you say?
I was trying to think of it. I'm trying to think. God, I can't fucking think of words.
Oh, what do you think, Alessandro? We'll just say, for too long have others suffered while I got off scot-free. This time it's my turn.
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Very interesting.
Suffering is a commonality amongst my life, but I'm willing to suffer more if it protects them.
How much worse could it get?
Do you two have a Martyr's Link?
She holds it out in her
See it
hand.
there.
Did he say place it?
He says give it.
Yeah, she'll give it over.
He stops the whole experiment. Puts one more in. Final call. He says, looking at Anushka.
Well,
Alessandro just too.
she definitely looks like quite kind of hard to be pale considering her complexion, but whatever the alternative is.
They
And
turn
she'll
the
kinda-
saturation up a little.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
that.
basically, yeah. She'll like kind of pull out the bullet she had earlier and just give it a long look. I think I've had enough time to. Well, maybe not enough time, but I think you're all right. Everyone here, just. I think you're all right, Alessander and Keenan as well. I think I'm done living for another god. I'd rather live myself, I guess, or another venue. And accept whatever fate that might be, even if I end up being terrified, weakened. And she'll just like let the bullet just fall this time. She's not going to lob it. She's just going to let it dramatically fall to the ground.
It doesn't even hit the ground. It just disintegrates.
Some invisible force catches him.
See if it goes back in her fucking pocket.
Nope, it goes over to Emmerich. He takes it from his unseen servant.
Just been dusting the cobwebs poorly this entire time.
Poorly?
Yeah, you see how many cobwebs are up here?
Yeah.
Furby guy.
Hey,
Your conviction
don't-
is to be applauded, Miss Anushka. And for that, you may keep this bullet, as I sanctify it for proper usage. But the more important factor, he pulls out your Martyr's Link from his pocket. The more important factor is that you're willing to accept yourself into the proper light of the true faith. And I welcome you with open arms. Now let us hope Burden Bearer Aurelius is willing to suffer for your suffering. He puts it in the top, closes it, and spins it again. And it's a very weird thing he does now. Because this thing's huge, right? It's like a big thing of metal. A large part of it is like rusted or decayed away, but it still manages to move. There's a lot of like, it's like being in like a death trap car right now. Like you guys can hear the squeaking, the scraping, all of that. Like anything that was caught in the debris of this just gets crushed immediately. And he just looks at you, Anushka, and then he like dart throws a bullet through while staring at you. He doesn't even look. He just
Trick shot.
and it clears through
Misses.
all the bars of metal and makes it to the center, where that glowing light now is. Where he shot it earlier. How best to sanctify a bullet is by shooting it. Or, I guess in this case, shooting first and then putting the bullet. Those are 2 parts. 1 faith, 1 power. He looks back to the astroglobe. And then it goes brighter and brighter and brighter, louder and louder as this rickety structure is definitely being stress tested. But then it finally... a bright golden light erupts out from the clock tower. If you guys didn't make everything notice you with Miss Celine before, it's 100% noticing you now. It's okay. Takana already noticed you.
Hey, what's Delvin's reaction to this whole thing? Because the void is comfort. What is, like, super celestial?
Oh, the poor baby.
Ask him later.
Fab.
Well, Oriana doesn't know that information, so...
Fair point.
He does take a couple steps back, although that might be just a genuine reaction of getting flashbanged in a comprised tight space. I would tell you guys to make con saves to be blinded for a minute, but you know, a minute isn't the worst thing here. At the end of it, the holding part at the top stops right in front. It loses all momentum right in front of Amaric, and he cracks it open. And you guys can see now the 3 links, one separate, are now one small chain.
Hey, yo.
Oh.
He nods at that. And then he begins stepping through the gaps here. And you guys can see there's still a pale